G'day you bloody legends, welcome back. In this episode we're doing something a little different than our regular adventures. I've decided to fit out my Toyota Hilux with a bit of a light touring setup. I am a shop fitter by trade, so I've decided to bring you guys along with me step by step in a bit of a how-to style video showing you exactly what I'm going to do and what products I've decided to use. So really keen to get out and explore some more remote parts of Australia and have everything that I need in the back ready to go. So anyway, that's enough talking, let's rip in. Okay, so my plans fell in the water, but as you can see, my plan is I'm going to have a little drawer on the right hand side and then a bigger drawer with a housing around it for the fridge. So that's the plan. This side, the drawer on this side with the fridge is going to be a custom build. So on the right hand side though, I'm just going to use one of these 1300 single drawers, and I get that in there, measure it up, and then I'm going to use 18mm marine ply to build this puppy here and the drawer, and then I'm going to wrap it all in carpet and fit it all up. So that's the plan. I've peeked underneath the tub liner to find where the actual ruts of my tub are. I've found out where they are. I've kind of marked them with my finger there. I'm going to drill straight through. Now after I've drilled the hole, I'm going to get a little bit of this, a bit of rust guard, and I'm going to spray it in the actual hole from both sides, top and bottom. Okay, so now that that drawer's in position, I can confirm this width here. Once I have that measurement, then I can start building this custom box that's going to go here with the fridge unit and the full depth sliding drawer. Okay, just to show you guys what I've done, it's just like a little notch, because that corner, obviously that's quite curved, you know, it's not really like a square corner. So there she is, just rough that in. Got the bro here, give us a hand, hey? He's just got to hold that locking nut on the underside as I tighten it from the top, because yeah, a bit of a two-man job unfortunately. Alrighty, so for my power I'm going to be installing one of the KICKASS battery box systems. Really good system. It's pretty much all the hard work's done for you. It's a plug and play system. All you got to do is run the power lead from your battery here back to where you want to locate your battery, and then you've got to run another little blue wire, that runs off the ignition, so that when your car turns on and your battery is charging, your battery box is also charging. So what I've done here, I've tucked that in behind this stuff. I run it up here, all the way down through here. It pops out here. I ran it all the way along with these wires. Then I've also cut across this brace member of the chassis, up over the drive shaft, over this side, because this is the side my battery is actually going. The cable pops up through here. It comes on the inside of this, the hollow section of this, and just kind of tucks around the fold of the tub. So this part here, really good system from KICKASS Electronics. They haven't put the plug on it so that you can feed it, and then you basically just push these three prongs into the plug and the plug just plugs into the box. So I'll show you that later on anyway. Have a go at the size of these runners. Absolutely massive. Rated to 227 kilos. Yeah, I think once they go past a certain length, they start becoming quite expensive because you have to tap into that 227 kilo range. Anyway, chuck the link in the description if you guys want to buy these same ones. They're from Dick Smith, about 200 bucks. Okay, so I've just re-knocked up the box that I built last week. What I'm doing now is I've got this 6mm alley plate that screws the bottom on and kind of holds it all square. So the reason why I use aluminium instead of doing a ply bottom is because this will lift the ply up off the tub itself, so if it does cop a little bit of water, it's going to be actually off the tub. Also it keeps it lightweight, and then I can get maximum height out of my drawer as well, because I don't lose 20mm here, I'm only losing 6mm. I'm actually going to do a little checkout out of the back here, and that is so that I can sit my battery and power system up on the back ledge here, and it's all accessible straight out of this window, which I want to have my awning over this side. Okay, so as you can see, that's now flush. I've done my checkout in the back. So my battery box is actually going to sit up here, so it's all accessible directly out this side window. And now I'm going to fit the runners, build the drawer, and make sure that all works, and then move on to the wings, to the right hand and the left hand wing. So pretty good so far. Okay, so after I've installed these runners, which this is actually the drawer, it's just upside down at the moment. So this section here is going to be a little pull-out table. So once this drawer's extended all the way out, I'm going to have another little bench top that will pull out to here that I'll be able to use to cook on, chop, fillet, whatever. Screwed some alley angle on the side of this drawer box now, level with the wheel arch over here. And what I'm doing now is I'm just trying to scribe in these couple of pieces. One that goes there, and then I'm going to have a whole removable top here, and then a fixed panel up the back. I'm using a 3mm template just to get the shape of the sides of the tubs, get it Mickey Mouse before I actually do my real cut on my fly. It's really not easy. All I can recommend is just to scribe with some blocks, to run them along the outside of the tub to really get that curve consistent. And then yeah, you're gonna cut, have a look, cut again, have a look. It's really not an easy process, but if you've got the skills and you've got the tools, you can get it done with a bit of patience. Alright, that's one side done. As you can see here, it's got a little lift out panel, and that makes sure that that entire space is accessible. There's no, like, a maximum storage in there as I possibly would. That back panel as well, that's sitting on the wheel arch, so when I put that in, I'm just going to Sikaflex it, the underside of it, straight down so there's no knocking. I'll just show you what I got on the inside, just a couple of bits of alley angle. So obviously this one's screwed to this piece. This is just screwed into the tub liner, and I'm sure you could do it into the tray as well. And then I've got another little locating angle bracket here, and that's just to hold that in position. Righto, so I've completed the fit out of the right hand wing and the left hand wing. Now I'm just doing the final little modifications, the last bits of board. I'm going to put a little brace on that to make it a little bit more firm. And then I'm going to take all the pieces back out, which I've already started, and take all the pieces back out, give all the timber a coat with the paint, and then I'm going to wrap it all in carpet separately, reinstall it, and then we can do the final touches like installing a water system, a power system, and whatever other bits. Man, it looks so sick. I can't wait to see it all finished. Okay, so once it's gone tacky, which means that you can touch it with your hands and it's not sticking to your hands, then it means that it's dried enough for you to be able to roll it. Whoa. Alrighty guys, so I fit the battery box off camera. I completely forgot to film it, to be honest, but all you do is you screw in a little plate that's supplied with the kit, just a couple of screws straight down, and then all it's got is this little tie here, and that just loops in underneath, and you just pull it tight, and that's it. Your whole battery box is completely secured by that plate. So I've pushed those 3 wires into this plug. You literally just push them in, that's it. And then all you have to do is literally just plug it into the inlet at the back there, and she's charging. Okay, so after I stuck the LEDs on the windows, I decided to link them all up and then trim the cord so I didn't have a lot of excess. So what I've done, I've just crimped on a couple of little male and female ends. What I've done is I moved this dimmer that came with it over to this location next to the battery box so that I can turn it off and on from this window. So next I'm going to tidy up all these cables that I've got dangling down now from these LEDs. So I've got a pack of this conduit, a couple of these little just double-sided, they're just like zip tie mounts, and some zip ties, and basically just gonna run the ducting around the cables, tidy them up, fix them to the roof up here. So that's the little dimmer for the lights. I want to be able to access that straight out this window. Easy access for the lights. A couple of these clips and that'll do it, I reckon. We're going to carpet up the rest of the components and hopefully complete the setup in the back of the ute just in time for our big trip. And tell you what, I'm pretty excited to see it all done. Getting to the pointy end of it now, and it's starting to look really, really good. All I've done is I've marked where I want that to come out, measured the hole, and now I'm going to drill the hole. Alright, so I'm just going to screw these runners back onto my main drawer for my little kitchen table. It's going to slide out of here. Something that is super important, you really want to use stainless steel screws anywhere you're going to use the screw for the back setup. If you're going to be driving on the beach or any salt gets in there, you know that these screws are going to last, they're not going to rust. Alright, so throughout the week I oiled this bench top, both sides. I did about 4 coats. 24 hours in between each coat with this little bottle here, natural oil that's food safe and repels water. I got the bow in, the reinforcements. We got to bolt this down with a couple of stainless bolts. Once again, I can't do it because you need someone underneath and someone at the top. So we got the big fella to come in and get the job done. Thought I'd put him to work while I had him here. Why, doing nothing?
Love jobs, eh?
You want to go home, do you? What about my ute? Got to go camping. I'm going to chuck in some staples on the back edges of these folds, and that's just because it's not a direct stick. There's a lot of cuts and curves, things like that, and I really just don't want that to unravel over time, so it's just a little bit of security. These aren't stainless, but they're only very small, so it should be right. Alright, first we're going to fit this little panel here, and that basically just boxes off that section there. This is just going to be a sealed void, but this whole section here will be a usable space. Alright, next we got this little support piece, and that just goes in here and sits there to support that top. Next we're going to screw this front panel in. Last piece of the puzzle. Oh, lovely. How good is that? Okay. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with the progress of it all. Next I'm going to fit this handle. That's just going to be my handle for that drawer. And then what I got here is just a little pad bolt, just a little stainless steel pad bolt. I'm going to put this in, drill a hole into this little fold here, and just lock that off. I've done all the hard work, and look who it is. It's showing up right at the very end of the job. To do the, take all the glory.
Bare minimum.
What have you done there, mate? Give us the run through. What have you done?
Just made some little plates just for the cooktop for when he wants to cook on here, you know, so it's out of the way. And they've just got little rails underneath, fit nicely in the drawers. Pretty snug, hopefully. I guess we'll find out in a second.
Oh, mate.
Oh, mate, that's just the way it is.
Have a go with that. Not one, but two.
Two.
So that, when I pull that out and lock that off, I can use that as more bench space. That product is Nicel, which is a foamed PVC board, so it's waterproof and it's lightweight. We use it at work here a little bit. Alrighty guys, the moment you've all been waiting for. Finally finished the build. Let's take a look, eh? There we go. Have a go at this. I mean, how good is this? Pulls all the way out. Beautiful little workbench here. I'm absolutely stoked with that. Got my water system here. And this second drawer with the bench tops. That's like my pantry drawer. I've taken this thing for a test run, so really pleased. Just a couple other things I did off camera was I fit these little D-shackles in there to hold a jerry can in there so I can have spare fuel. And then another thing that I did, fit these alley angles to protect these vulnerable corners. You're gonna have a bit of wear and tear. I don't want it to diminish too quickly. And then just in here, I've just got a little fire extinguisher there, and that's because I've got full power system in the back here now. I want to play it safe and be ready for anything that gets thrown at me on the road. How good is this feature? Like, I mean, you wouldn't think you'd have pressured hose on the go. Like, it's such a good add-on. I'm really happy with this product. Obviously, gonna get a fridge eventually when I'm not broke and I haven't spent all my money like I just have. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, found it useful, it inspired you to create your own build or anything like that, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, and check out some of my other adventures I get up to on my YouTube channel. Do some pretty cool stuff. So if you like camping, forward driving, fishing, and all that jazz, then let's rip in. Phew.